could reach the stars, pour one down for you, shine it on my heart, so you can feel the truth. And this love I have inside is everything it seems. But for now I find it's only in my dreams.
I could change the world. I will be the sunlight in your universe. You would think my love was really something good, baby, if I could change the world. If I could be king, even for a day, I'll take you as my queen, yeah, I'd have it no other way.
And our love would rule in this kingdom we have made. Till then I'd be a fool, wishing for the day
that I could change the world. I will be the sunlight in your universe. You would think my love was really something good, baby, if I could change the world. Baby, if I could change the world. I could change the world. I will be the sunlight in your universe. You would think my love was really something good. Oh, if I could change the world, baby, if I could change the world, baby, if I could change the
And for our last song, we will be singing a song that dreams, a song that yearns for a world full of love, full of joy, and full of hope. This is composed by our Filipino national artist for music, Mr. Ryan Cayabyab. This is Better World.
that one day our voices will somehow fill the earth with joy forever.
I dream that someday our wishes will somehow soon come true when forever.
I dream that one day our songs in some way will bring a bright tomorrow, full of love, full of hope, full of joy.
I see this one day when all the world will hear us. That someday when all will stand before us, singing one song together everywhere, saying we are gonna love you, people of the world. We are gonna make you a better world. We will all respect you, people of the world. We are gonna make you a better
I dream that one day our voices will somehow fill the earth with joy forever.
I dream that someday our wishes will somehow soon come true and last forever.
I dream that someday our songs in some way will bring a bright tomorrow, full of love, full of hope, full of joy. I see this one day when all the world will hear us. That someday when all will stand before us, singing one song together everywhere, saying we are gonna love you, people of the world. We are gonna make you a better world. We will all respect you, people of the world. We are gonna make you a better world. We are gonna love you, people of the world. We are gonna make you a better world. We will all respect you, people of the world. We are gonna make you a better world. We are gonna love you, people of the world. We are gonna make you a better world. We will all respect you, people of the world. We are gonna make you a better world. We'll make you a better
Maraming salamat to the Male Ensemble Philippines. You gave us the extra signal boost that we needed to continue with our informational sessions. And to you, ready na po ba kayong lahat for our next panel? Ready na ba? Alright, mula sa digital job opportunities, magfo-focus po tayo sa mga kamay na talagang nagpapatakbo ng ating ekonomiya. Ang mga estudyanteng pinagsasabayang trabaho at pag-aaral, ang mga pamilya sa ating mga remote provinces, at ang milyon-milyong SMEs na siyang heartbeat ng ating mga komunidad. Ang theme ng session na ito is simple but profound. If it isn't affordable, it isn't for all. Kinakailangan na magkaroon ng equitable access din ang ordinaryong mamamayang Pilipino sa mga oportunidad kung saan may mga lessons learned silang makukuha na kalidad about technology sa tulong ng connectivity. Nandito tayo para pag-usapan kung paano natin iwa-wire ang digital glow-up ng diretsyo sa mga local auto repair shops at maging sa ating mga sari-sari stores. Our next panel ay tungkol sa internet para sa lahat, abot kayang presyo, ramdam ng bawat Pinoy ang asenso. So let's discuss how we can make connectivity truly accessible for everyone. And to lead this critical conversation, please welcome our moderator, the Assistant Secretary of the DICT, ASEC Christian Mark Gincangco. ASEC Mark. And joining him to tackle the mission of Internet para sa lahat, please welcome our distinguished panel. To provide perspective on social justice and economic growth, we are honored to have with us Representative Geraldine Roman, the representative of the 1st District of Bataan and the chairperson of the House Committee on Women and Gender Equality. And of course, the president of the Philippine Council for Small and Medium Businesses and the Philippine AI Business Association and a tireless advocate for MSMEs, Mr. Eric Caig. Let's all give our panelists a warm welcome. Asek, the floor is yours.
Hello. Hello. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. So first, for our topic today, we're going to talk about not just the cost of internet, but the price of lack of it, lack of connectivity in the area. So we're joined here, of course. Feel free to butt in or share your insights first if you want to meet anyone or you want to share a short message. Sir.
We'll let her go first. Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, let me thank Secretary Henry Aguda and the DICT family for this invitation. It's a privilege to share my ideas, my insights with you this afternoon. But I want to make a correction. I am the 4th District of Bataan. It is now my brother, Tony, who occupies that position. But I also work with the House of Representatives, and I work closely with the Committee on Communications and Information Technology. Anyway, let me say that I am in MSM, and I know it is one of the of our economy. And I'm also a firm believer in inclusive economic. As I was saying, I'm a firm believer in the importance of MSMEs in national growth. This sector, these small and medium-scale companies and industries are backbone of our national economy. And I'm also a firm believer in inclusive growth. Many of you probably remember me because of my fight for equality and equity and inclusive growth. And yes, digital transformation is one of the instruments by which we can achieve this goal. So this is the reason and the guiding force that led me to author way back in 2017 the National Public Wi-Fi Act, which mandates internet connectivity in all public spaces and which is now being effectively carried out through the Konektadong Pinoy program of the DICT. Chris.
Sure. Any words?
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. My name is Eric Caig. Thank Secretary Aguda and, of course, all of your team for having us. I'll be wearing different hats during this conversation. So primarily, I was invited here as part of two nonprofit organizations helping in the continuous education of entrepreneurs. Firstly, the Philippine Council for Small and Medium Businesses, which is 5 years old now. We collaborate with different government agencies, with the Philippine Center for Entrepreneurship, with the Department of Trade and Industry, and the academia. Secondly, the Philippine AI Business Association, we're 1 year old. Basically, this organization was put up to strengthen, speed up the adaptation of AI by small businesses. And thirdly, a little bit of my hat as the Academic Program Director of the Masters in Entrepreneurship of the Asian Institute of Management. So all of these three areas, interconnecting everything, it's all about entrepreneurs themselves. So I'm happy to be in this panel and be able to contribute some insights. Thank you.
Okay, so reminder lang, no? So for us, the digital divide is not just, lack of, it could translate directly to lack of opportunity. So given that millions of Filipinos, and as mentioned a while ago, that the MSMEs serve as the backbone of our national economy. So maraming member ng MSMEs are, nasa wrong side ng digital divide. And of course, hindi ma-access yung mga opportunities. So for the first topic, Congresswoman, 99.6 ng ating mga negosyo ay MSMEs. Pero marami ang hindi pa maka-expand dahil sa kawalan ng digital jobs and digital tools. Paano natin tutulungan ng isang local manufacturer na mag-transition mula sa pagiging neighborhood shop papunta sa pagiging isang digital exporter?
Okay, I think that situation wherein many of our MSMEs, let's say your sari-sari store owner, is unaware, supposedly, of the potential that lies in digital transformation of MSMEs, is slowly changing. And the change actually started during the COVID-19 pandemic. If you remember, from 2019 to 2021, we were forced to, actually, and we had no choice but to explore e-commerce, no? So during that time period, e-commerce activity grew by approximately 57 to 58%. Malaki yan. Millions of Filipinos turned to online selling simply to survive. Families sold food, clothing, plants, anything that you can think of, and home-based products through digital platforms. Now, the pandemic has ended, but many of those structures still remain, and happily so. And I think, of course, by word of mouth, pag naobserbahan ng isang sari-sari store owner na ang kanyang kakompetensya, oy, ibang level na siya. Kasi meron na siyang, kumbaga, lumawak ang kanyang clientele sa pamamagitan ng digital technology. Napapatanong siya, why not? Bakit ako hindi pwedeng maggawa nun? But still, that depends. In the urban setting, normally hindi naman problema masyado yung kaalaman. Awareness of the potential of digital technology and expanding your business. But in the rural setting, it still remains a problem. And I think the solution lies in more awareness, heightened awareness. And I enjoin the DICT as well as the Department of Trade and Industry and possibly also the DSWT to carry out campaigns, information campaigns, encouraging MSMEs to join this wave of transformation that is happening throughout our country. It starts with awareness. Chris.
Okay. Sir, any inputs?
Okay, on my end, I always get to divide MSMEs. No? So it was mentioned 99.6%. Pero how are they actually composed, yung 99.6%? So I just dug some statistics from PSA. So 90.5% is micro, around 1 million registered businesses. And this is where your sari-sari stores, the smaller ones, belong. And those who are in the category of small are around 8.7%. So paliit na paliit. Only 96,000 enterprises in that category. And on the medium, it's only 0.4%. Okay? When you get to total everyone, that's 99.6 or 0.5, predominantly the micro. And we have a partner globally called International Council for Small Business, and they describe the entrepreneurs in two ways. The micro or even the nano, they're the necessity entrepreneurs. So a main problem nila is survival every day. That's why one problem is keeping the budget different from personal to business, right? So we try to teach them what we know, but their mere concern for the day is how to put food on the table. And somehow they get it from the sales today. So the necessity entrepreneurs. Then the small and the medium, we could call them the opportunity entrepreneurs. They will be learning what we teach them. They'll be able to apply, right? And somehow you'll see them going regional, national, or even international. So ang tanong ngayon, how do you lift the micro to become small? Right? Eh, mas madami sila sa lahat.
That's a good question, actually, Eric, no? Equity basically is giving more opportunities to those who have less in life. So yung sinasabi mong mga maliliit talaga na mga, how did you classify them?
The necessity entrepreneurs.
Necessity, na parang
yung mga-
hand-to-mouth existence. And in fact, ang main issue and the main hindrance is, normally they would say, why would I even spend for internet, when I could use that money to buy a kilo of rice or milk to feed my children? And yes, it is important to address this need, and we have to be realistic about it. I think this is where government should step in. And this is also part of equity. So maybe through subsidies extended through the DTI or the DSWD, there are already existing programs targeted at this group of people. Maybe we can extend capitalization, no? So that they can finance, they can afford at least to be connected via the internet. Or maybe the government, and we are taking note here. I saw my brother, Representative Antonino Roman, walking around the booths here, but I'm also taking note for him. Legislation. Possibly we could legislate these subsidies to encourage MSMEs, and in particular, this subgroup of really, really small businesses so that they can afford connectivity.
So you mentioned a lot of micro entrepreneurs, yung mga based on necessity. They can only spend on inputs based sa kung ano yung makukuha nila for the day. So, do you think that ang tingin nila sa technology and especially connectivity, internet ay isa itong luho or luxury instead of actually a necessity that can help them propel yung businesses nila and improve yung basically makaangat sila from where they are right now to makagamit nila with the use of technology. So, any inputs, sir, about how do we fix that yung mindset na it's a luxury and not a necessity?
Alam mo, it now goes towards affordability and literacy. Now, the program that we heard earlier, NDCP, is now around. It will now help our micro and small entrepreneurs to gain easier access to do online business. However, the second important thing is the capacity or the skills on how to operate and optimize the opportunity of being online. Because we have most micro entrepreneurs who know how to use Facebook, but who are not familiar on how to create Facebook ads. They're familiar on doing chat, but they're not familiar on, for example, doing a short inventory list of their items, right? And somehow, the usage of the internet needs a particular level of discipline where they will have to balance between personal entertainment and something connected to business. Diba? Kasi my fear is it will be more accessible to more micro entrepreneurs and even nano entrepreneurs. The question really is, how will they now devote it more on business? More than the entertainment part of things. Right?
Tama ka dyan, Erica. No? Literacy is the key. But before literacy, makumusta ko na rin ang DICT. Kumusta ba ang Konektadong Pinoy? We need the infrastructure, right? So I think maganda naman ang progreso na nagagawa niyan. So once the issue of infrastructure is settled, yes, papasok na tayo dyan, Eric, sa literacy. No? The proper use, no, for business purposes of our digital technology. And of course, hindi lang dyan. I think also mahalaga rin, natuto na nga yung business owner gumamit ng internet, ng social media para mag-grow ang kanyang business. Siyempre, kailangan din meron tayong supporting logistics. Like for example, yung digital payment system. Okay na ba tayo sa ating bansa? Okay? Tapos also, yung financing. The perennial question of financing. Alam mo, yun naman talaga ang laging sinasabi ng mga small business owners, wala kaming puhunan. So maybe from the government point of view, and in particular, as policymakers, we could look into special subsidies so that our small, very, very small business owners can avail of money to pay for the initial investment needed to be connected.
At yung binigay na puhunan, the money that was given for initial capital, yung sales, yung revenue, hindi nila kukunin to pay electric bills and water bills. Pwede electric bills of the business, not the home. So this is where they're really having a difficulty, no? Especially the micro entrepreneurs. So accessibility, then literacy. Last would be creating an ecosystem for everyone to thrive. And we have here in front of us the major telcos supporting this event. And I'm familiar that most of them do have programs for MSMEs. But their respective LGUs can also support. And this is where non-profit organizations and academia like us would come in. We get to conduct free seminars, webinars, and to be able to level up the skills. No? And we match it according to the size of business. So hindi siya one size fits all.
Yes, I'd also like to enjoin big corporations, no? Not only those in the telco industry. In fact, I want to commend. I remember I was in New York 2 years ago attending the UN Conference on Women. So Coca-Cola Corporation actually handled a similar program which they call STAR program, no? Aimed at empowering digitally ang mga sari-sari stores. So meron silang pilot program, isang maliit na kumpanya. Ginawa nila lahat ng sinabi mo, Eric, no? From financing to training and financial literacy, also instilling, no, a culture of discipline and rigor, no, in managing their businesses. And of course, if we can do it on a small scale, what is stopping us from doing it, you know, on a national scale? And that was quite impressive. In fact, it was well applauded by the different countries and delegates who attended that international conference on women, because the beneficiary actually was a group of women in a rural setting, and their lives were literally changed. They were empowered, and as I said, this is one very effective way of attaining equity and inclusive growth in our country.
Okay. So just to synthesize, no? Ang dami natin natutunan. Pumasok yung word ng digital literacy and the internet as not just as a luxury but a necessity, or it can be used as a tool. Pero important is on malaman dapat ng mga MSMEs natin on how to use that tool to actually propel their and improve their lives or their status. So in essence, it's like putting it in context na if you connect a small sari-sari store owner with fiber for free and now previously unserved tapos maging connected, you don't know how they will use that sudden internet connectivity that they have. It can be for streaming, it can be for, as you mentioned, it can be used to access yung mga asset management, inventory management system, yung mga online tools that can help their businesses in terms of monitoring pa lang in accounting. Now, that's doon papasok yung digital literacy, and I think in terms of that, it just gives us a realization na in our country, talagang maraming kailangan mag-collaborate ang private sector and the government and everyone to help really uplift yung ng backbone ng economy natin, which are the MSMEs. We can equip them with the tools and provide literacy as well. So any final words, sir?
I have a question, Chris. Kayo ba sa DICT, meron ba kayong program, specific program for digital literacy or aimed at MSMEs? Do you have? Okay,
Yes.
very good. Tulong-tulong tayo dyan. And hopefully, we can join all of the stakeholders present here to participate. Hindi lang mga telco companies, but big corporations, ano? As part of their CSR.
Okay. Sir, final words?
All right. So help us instill a new entrepreneurship mindset to our micro and nano and small. When I say help us, kasi ito yung isang nahihirapan kami. Akala nila technology is just for the rich. or for the bigger business, right? They have that mindset that this is not for us. That's why they're using it differently, right? So help us change their mindset in using technology to grow their business. And yeah, can I just make a 30-second shameless plug? I'm actually putting up a scholarship for SMEs, but this time I'm bringing them to our institute, right? So I'm looking for donors actually. So that's a scholarship program for SMEs. So that's it. So thank you very much, DICT, and thank you very much for this opportunity.
Ma'am, final words?
Yes, I just like to commend the DICT family for the different programs that they're currently carrying out, in particular yung Konektadong Pinoy. As the principal author of the Free Public Wi-Fi Act of 2017, I am elated to see the progress that you do. But please be reminded that what you are doing is a necessity in our country. And as we fight to attain inclusive growth, kinakailangan nating tunggabin. Wala nang patumpik-tumpik. Itodo na natin ang ating mga effort. Mabuhay ang DICT, and thank you very much for the invitation.
All right, thank you very much to our panelists for driving the discussion and showing us the way forward. Now at this point, to lead the awarding of the Certificates of Appreciation, may we invite back on stage DICT Secretary Henry Aguda and USEC Faye Condes de Sagon. Ma'am, sir. All right, thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give them all another round of applause. We will now take a quick pause as our guest of honor is about to arrive. Thank you very much.